Good morning, everyone. Well, welcome to Bible Meditation on Psalm. Today we're going to look at Psalm 11. First, let me read the Word of God for you. In the Lord I take refuge. How then can you say to me, flee like a bird to your mountain? For look, the wicked bend their bows. They set their arrows against the stream to shoot from the shadows at the upright in heart. When the foundations are being destroyed, what can the righteous do? This is the Word of God. Some scholars says that Psalm 11 was written perhaps during the time when David was running away from Saul, or maybe his son Absalom. But most scholars will agree that this is a psalm about when David was in trouble. Here in verse 1, let's look at verse 1 for a second. It says, "In the Lord I take refuge. How then can you say to me, flee like a bird to your mountain?" Here the word flee is saying that the enemy is telling David to run away. There are times definitely where we need to run away. Just like Joseph, when he was tempted, he ran away. But there are times where you cannot run away, or you should not run away. For example, when Nehemiah heard that the wall was destroyed, Nehemiah did not run away, but he came back to Jerusalem to build the wall. The leader who flees and runs away from the trouble is a hiring person, but a faithful shepherd will stay to the end. So we need to be aware of the counsel of the wicked, of the world. Because it's easy to run away. When life is difficult, we are tempted to run away from the situation. But let me tell you something. When you do run away, that same problem will come back to you. So perhaps right now, a lot of people are hiding. They're just waiting for this COVID-19 to just finish. And we're all just waiting and waiting. But I think the Lord is telling us it's time to fight. How are we going to fight? We cannot fight this disease. We can fight through prayer and through the Word of God. That is the spiritual weapon. Also, if you notice on verse 3, it says, when the foundations are being destroyed, what can the righteous do? The enemy is laughing. Your foundation is gone. When the foundation is gone, basically everything is begin to destroy. Right now, our foundation of our country is being shaken. Back in the Old Testament, the prophet Ezra, he was in Jerusalem, and the foundation was destroyed. But he came back and he rebuilt the foundation, which is the Word of God. God is the rock. He is the refuge. And so perhaps today, God is saying to us, yes, people will tell you, why don't you just hide away, don't do anything. Just make sure that your family is okay. Make sure you wear a mask, which is good, we should. But the Lord is saying, is that all you're going to do? It is time to stand firm, first of all, in the Word of God. And also as a church, it is time for us to pray for the situation and ask God to deliver us. As the Word of God says, those who humble before me, I will teach you. I will heal their land. Also, right now, perhaps the foundation of your family is shaken. The foundation of church is being shaken as well. But we need to remember that Jesus is the rock. Oftentimes David says that God is the rock, He is the refuge. Therefore, in this unpredictable time, we must rely on the Word of God so that our foundation will not be shaken. The gospel is the Word, and the gospel needs to be continued to be preached. And so let us together throughout this week and today, may the Word of God guide you. Well, I will be praying for you, and let the word or the meditation of the Word of God today will encourage you. And I'll see you tomorrow here again. Thank you.